Does it feel like we were just here on the road again? Does it feel like we were headed to Tennessee from West by God, Virginia? Because we're doing it again.
Tennessee
For
CMA Fest.
For CMA Fest.
Tonight? At Whiskey Beth Saloon?
Yeah.
Wow.
My clothes and my boots is in the back. I'm driving because Sean's got the bum shoulder. And we are headed to Tennessee just to get it. We just crossed into Kentucky about 30 minutes ago, maybe. I know every inch of 64. I do. I know every rest stop. I know the good places to pee. I know the cheapest places for gas. Don't know.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so we are on the way to Tennessee. We play tonight at Whiskey Bent in Nashville for CMA Fest, and tomorrow doing a pop-up show with my good friends over at Roasted Hemp in Cookeville, Tennessee. So make sure that you come and see us if you haven't already. Even if you have, bring your friends and come. It's going to be a fun show. I don't know what I'm wearing tonight. Is it that blue dress?
I don't know.
I think I'm wearing the blue dress tonight, and I'm wearing the pink dress tomorrow night. I think it's going to be too cold for that pink dress tonight, but I think it'll be fine for tomorrow night. But I didn't bring my undershorts, so I have to watch how I sit down. I'm trying to show my ass by something I'm wearing. I'd rather show my ass by something I'm saying. So we had to go grocery shopping the other night because when we got home we had not even a square of toilet paper in the house. I'm the kind that uses up every single little bit of everything before we leave, so we don't have to worry about throwing stuff away, you know. But I knew we were down to like one roll of toilet paper. I'm like, we can make this last if we ration it, and then I don't have to buy any until we get back. So then I went to go buy some. What's up with toilet paper math? Like mega XL, mega XXL, mega triple XL. That don't fit on my toilet paper holder. I'm so sick and tired of toilet paper math. 12 rows is equal to 175 rows. No, it's not. It's 12 rows. I can count. It should say, this will last you up to 20 flushes. This will last you up to 40 flushes. That's what they should measure it by. No, this is equal to some imaginary roll that we invented. That and paper towel math. I'm like, damn, this 4 rolls is worth 25. No, it's not. It's 4 rolls. You just made them bigger. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why iPhones keep changing every 6 months. I don't know why the charger keeps changing. Here before too long, they won't even come with the charger. Just be like, here's your new phone. Good luck. You know, hold it up to the sun. Stand near a Tesla. Something. I don't know. Figure it out. Stand near a Tesla. Figure if you could just hold your phone and like hands on a hard body, it would charge your iPhone if you were near a Tesla. Just by like osmosis. The property of transference. Sounds worse. Stupid. The transmittative property. Anyway, what y'all doing? It's a Tuesday, Wednesday. Shit. Today is Wednesday.
It is.
Hump day. Hump day!
What?
What? I love that you're my best friend and my husband. All this is our first time to Nashville as a married couple.
It is. Wow.
I know. Crazy. We've been married 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 3 days.
We're making our married debut in Music
Our
City.
married debut. In a bar when we don't drink.
That's all right. I don't miss it.
I don't miss it. I used to think, oh God, I would just sneak back there and think I could probably take 5 or 6 shots real quick in the bathroom before I go on stage, and Sean wouldn't know, but you would know. You definitely
Oh, I
know.
would definitely know.
I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. So I've actually been really proud of ourselves. We've been sober since January 1st. So what is that? February, March, April, May, June. 5 months. 5 solid months. That's pretty good. I'm proud of us.
I am too.
It's hard to be sober in a drinking world.
So, if you're in or around Nashville tonight, around the 7:30 p.m. time frame, go ahead and stop by Whiskey Bent Saloon to see
on the main drag.
your very own Sarah Beth Terry.
Can I just say I'm looking really forward to seeing Sam sing, and I got so tickled. I was checking out everybody's post who shared that we're playing tonight. Somebody said, make sure you go find Sarah Beth Terry and take a picture with her. And I was like,
Oh yeah, that was
I can't
funny.
wait to see Sam just like and be like, we got to take a picture with this fan of yours. And mine apparently. Our fan. Our joint fan. That's what nobody understands, is that it's not like picking a house at Hogwarts. Like, you're allowed to be fans of more than one country artist at a time. I'm a fan of several country artists. I'm also not a fan of several country artists. I'm like an anti-fan. What's an anti-fan? A hater, not a hater. I'm not a hater. I'm just not impressed. I'm like pulling a Shania. Like
It just don't impress you.
They don't impress me much. That's just kind of how I feel about it. There's a couple new songs on the radio, and I'm like, damn you, that's a great song. Like George Bird's, that new one he's got, It Won't Be Long, smart song. Bravo to you. Lainey Wilson's new one, Somewhere Over the Radio, bravo, smart song. Megan Maroney and Kenny Chesney, you could have wrote that hook a lot better. That just sounds like a weird collaboration because you're both from Knoxville. I don't know, it just sounded weird. You could have wrote it to the wall, but sorry, I'm a songwriter first and foremost, and I'm like, you could have wrote that better. I would have turned it around to be like, we were having the time of our lives, and then you had to be there, like, motherfucker. Like, I would have turned it around like, why'd you have to be there?
Nail that hook.
Nail that hook to the wall, but instead they're like, yes, you had to be there. I'm like, oh, it's a geography joke. No, I get it.
Not another geography.
Oh, God, another geographically incorrect song. Putting it right up there with Country Roads and Wagon Wheel. Oh, God. You know I won't sing Wagon Wheel. Like, I absolutely flat out refuse. One, because Darius Rucker, a.k.a. Hootie, ruined it. And it was better with Oak Crow. But anyway, neither here nor there. You cannot head west from the Cumberland Gap and get to Johnson City, Tennessee, unless you're talking about the Gap store and the Cumberland Mall in Virginia. That's the only time that you can head west to get to Johnson City, Tennessee. But otherwise, you're just going to be turned around on somebody's weed out of Philadelphia and not know where the hell you are in the middle of the Smoky Mountains. And I'm not going to be responsible for that. So rock me, mama, get a Rand McNally. How about that? Sean's like choking to death laughing over here. I'm surprised how many people use a Rand. I'm surprised that Rand McNally's not featured as a writer on more songs.
You would think they would.
You would think that they'd be like Sarah Beth Terry, Sean Courtney, Rand McNally. Be like that song, She's Country. I'm like, it took Danny Myrick and Bridget Tatum and Rand McNally to write that song. They literally listed every single state under the Mason-Dixon line. Jason Aldean, his Flower State song, you know that motherfucker got out of Atlas. You know he didn't know all them states. You know he didn't. He's from Florida. He didn't even know there was anything past Mississippi. He was like, what? Why are they all square? Why is there no hills out here? It's crazy town full of Jason Aldeans. Everybody sing Jason Aldean.
You got Jason Aldean for you, Jason Aldean.
Be a star, you got a Jason Aldean. No one has made the comment that he's just released the same album in a different cowboy hat for like 18 years now. Not even his producer. He's like, just put on a different hat and get a new wife and we'll just release a song about trains or some tractors. Johnny Cash. Crazy Towns. I don't hate on Jason Aldean at all. He's a brilliant freaking businessman. But anyway, I get so tickled because like a couple years ago, I think it was maybe pre-COVID, I was still packing a little baby weight. Anyway, it was a CRS, it was cold as shit. Me and Ashton Shepherd were outside smoking a cigarette because we'd done all them radio interviews first thing in the morning. And you know what I'm talking about if you've ever been to CRS. It's like, hey, this is Sarah Beth Terry and you're listening to 100.7 WCIO the Cody. You know, all them things that you're, hey, this is Eddie Montgomery and you're listening to K93. Yeah, that's when we do it. Like they all just come by with their tape recorder and go, this is where I work and this is the call numbers. Okay. So we've been doing that since like 5 a.m. with the chickens. It was like 9 a.m. and the key feature Amazon speaker was in the Omni ballroom and me and Ashton were I was 5 Bloody Marys in and she'd already drank a case of Miller Ponies. So we were a little bit lit for that to be early in the morning. And we snuck in because I was out of tomato juice and she was out of Miller Lite. So we snuck in the back door of that great big huge conference room. There's like 1,000 people in there and Nan Kelly's on stage interviewing Jason Aldean. And I can't even say his name now with that going, Jason Aldean. But she was interviewing him and they're like, what would you do if you weren't a country singer? He's like, oh, I'd be a professional pitcher. I'd be a baseball player. And they're like, really? He's like, yeah, I was in the minors before I went country and blah, 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 blah. And Ashton from the very back of the conference room, standing against the bar, goes, prove it! Throw something! I was like, oh my God, we're not even supposed to be in here and we're raiding the damn bar. That was the day that they did not realize that we were famous and they asked us to leave. She was like, do you know who I am? I was like, they don't care who you are. Everybody here's famous or they're playing people famous on the radio. Like, we just broke into the Jason Aldean conference. I love her, but good Lord, if her head wasn't attached, she'd have it tied to a string. You seen it? Yes. First time I ever met Ashton was backstage at the opera. She came into my dressing room. She said, anybody got any damn hairspray in this motherfucker? And I was like, we're already best friends. And I pulled 2 cans out of my purse. I said, you want Tresemme or pageant hair? She said, give me both and tease it to God. I said, all right. That was a weird night. My friend Lori had to make cupcakes. She never got paid for it. Some of my old enemies booked us for that show. And I didn't even get to sing but like 5 seconds. So stupid. I did get to go to the Waffle House afterwards, which was pretty fun. It's like 15 years ago. Anyway, so we're on our way to Las Vegas just to get it. And I am trying to figure out why it's so hazy. Everybody says it's because of the Canadian wildfires, but that don't make no sense. Because everybody knows that the weather pattern blows from southwest to northeast. So if them fires are in Canada, then why is that smoke coming down south? That don't you sound like you're blowing smoke. It sounds like bullshit to me. Of course, I'm not a chief meteorologist. I barely made squaw. Warrior meteorologist. I go out in the warpath and look for tornadoes. Anyway, I was just thinking about that stuff. It's supposed to be pretty for the next day, and then I think we're supposed to get some rain like either tomorrow night or Friday. I can't remember. But my garden sure needs it because my maters are looking a little wilted. And the raccoon that's been eating my damn corn, he showed back up this morning. Oh, and Josephine, if y'all were keeping up, one of our chickens got loose and she was in the woods for a day and we couldn't find her. She came back this morning, so. I guess I should rewrite that Miranda and Laney song, that good horses come home. It should be like good chickens come home. It's just fun. So anyway, we got about another 4.5 hours of this trip before I go put on some clothes that ain't got my name on it. And go play on stage a whiskey band in downtown Asheville for CMA Fest this evening. So if you're going to be around, please come see us. That is a free show for 21 and up. And I go on the stage around 7:30 or so. Then tomorrow, we go and play at Roasted Hen Company in Cookville. Super excited to see my friends over there. And trying to holler at one of them before I get there and be like, can you get me together a little care package to take with me for this show this evening? But in the meantime, if you're out and about and you see the SBT truck, holler and wave or do one of these because I got the horn, you know. So gotta get some inlays and some fuel here before too long. But I love y'all and I mean it, and I hope to see you guys soon. Follow my music, share it with your friends. And on big news, pre-save Can't Get Enough, that comes out June the 20th. So you can go ahead and pre-save that now. It coincidentally comes out on the you're poking on my head when you do that. It comes out on my 20th anniversary in Nashville, which I think is pretty badass. So, we were just talking about that. I said 20 years ago, I was working at the Hampton downtown. I couldn't even afford tickets to go to the meet and greet at CMA. And now I'm driving from West Virginia in my big damn truck, taking my husband, singing on the stage at CMA. It's pretty cool. It's not Nissan Stadium, but, you know, give it time. Sean's busted up with a bad arm. I just can't do it all with 3 arms. I think we're kicking ass considering that you just had a severe motorcycle wreck like 20 days ago. Still not all the way there, and bless his heart, he's still concussed, but I just keep dragging him along. I mean, you know, what would Winona do? So, I love you, and I mean it, and any damn thing that you can do about it. If you feel like throwing some jingle in the change jar, you can, because gas is expensive. But otherwise, we'll see you tonight or tomorrow night, and if not, then what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? Why aren't you there? So, as always, friends, I love you, and I'm Sarah Beth Terry Courtney, and you're not. Bye.